All right, so today we are talking about a new unit, and that unit is decision making and finance. So just so you know, right off the bat, I don't have my writing pad, so I'm going to be trying to write with my mouse. So apologies in advance if it doesn't look very good. Our learning goals are going to be to analyze with income opportunities, which income opportunities are best for a given situation based on the type of income, types of employment, taxes, benefits, and financial goals. So hopefully you feel like with this unit, it's a little bit more interesting because we're learning about some real world application. We're going to calculate and graph simple and compound interest problems. So think about if you have a savings account, if you invested in, I don't know, stocks don't really depend on interest, although some of them do have like a clause that they'll give you X amount of their quarterly shares. Calculate the cost, how cost of living reduces earning of investments and raises in incomes, exponential formula to find the future value of an investment using a regression equation. Maybe we can look at some stocks, which will be really cool, maybe Bitcoin. Analyze and adjust future value formula to account for compound interest and apply current interest rate on bank investments. So this is the learning goals of all the um, different parts of today's unit, but the first one is what we're going to be focusing on today. So let's talk about the scenario we're going to be looking at, and it's dealing with coffee. It's funny, yeah. So CAFE, maybe it's pronounced CAFE. CAFE is considered 3 job offers in educational publishing. One is a full-time position as an editor that pays a salary of $37,500 per year. Another is a full-time position as an e-learning designer that pays an hourly wage of $26.50. The job assumes 5 8-hour days per week. And then the final offer is for a sales representative that pays 5% commission. Excuse me. Uh, Sales representatives typically sell an average of $100,000 per month in textbooks. So we're going to record the information for each of these jobs in the table to the right. And I'm having issues. The reason I had to click over is because it's not letting me. Let's escape and see if it'll do it now. There we go. Pen color, black. So we have $26.50, it's hourly, 5 8-hour days per week, 5% commission. We're going to assume $100,000 per month. Okay, and then $37,000 per year. Okay, and we're talking about, let's see. So what is the income information we know? So we know that this is 37. Maybe I can like write pen color. No. 37,500 per year. And then we know that the other one is 26.5 per hour. And we know the other one is 5% commission. Commission. Oh, this is going to be really tough today. Off 100,000. So what I'd like for you all to do is write this down as well as sketch this table in your notes. You're going to go ahead and sketch this table in your notes. Sketch table in notes. This is going to probably take a few minutes, so pause the video here. Okay, so next we want to estimate the I combine them. Gross annual income for each job offer. Record your estimate in row 3 of the job summary. Use row 2 to show the calculations. Okay, so this one's pretty easy. We don't have to do nothing, right? None. Because we already know that it's 37,500 per year. 500. Okay, so for this one, if it's $26.50 an hour and we're expected 5 8-hour work days per week, okay, so that means that I'm working 40 hours per week, right? And so if I'm working 40 hours per week, and we're going to assume that there are 52 weeks in the year, so it's going to be $26.50, right? And that she's taking no vacation. times 40 times the 52 weeks in the year. When you plug that into your calculator, let me know what you get. If you got 55,120, you are correct. For the 5% commission, well, that's not too hard, right? Now, granted, this is per month. That's the only thing to remember. So essentially, what's 5% of 100,000? That should be $5,000 a month, right? So then it's going to be $5,000, 5K, and I'm just going to put 5K times 12. And that will equal $60,000. So that looks like our highest one right now. I'm just going to put 60K since it's so difficult to write on this keyboard. Estimate the gross monthly income, gross annual income. Okay, so now we're going to estimate the gross monthly income for each job offer. Assume that each job pays monthly. All right, cool. So let's go back. Now we need to figure out monthly. Well, that's pretty easy, right? So for this one, we don't really have to do anything because we already figured out that she earns $5,000 per month. For the middle one, we know that it's 55,120 per year. So let's just divide it by, if it's per year. So first thing we're going to do is 55,120. So first we could do it divided by 50. Well, let's see, there's how many? Divided by 12 will give us our monthly. Okay, so when I plug that in, I get 593.33. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing for this one, right? So I'm going to divide it by 12. And when I divide by 12 for that one, I'm going to get 3,125. 3,125. Cool. Okay, let's move forward. Based on the gross monthly income, which job do you recommend Kathy take and why? So I'm going to leave this up here and I'm going to give participation points to hear which one do you think this person should take and why? Why do you think that? You know, there's really no wrong answer because some people, right, prefer having a definite salary job. Some people prefer having an hourly job that they can, you know, more easily work overtime. And then other people prefer to work on commission, like sales, because you can earn really big money, but also some people choose not because you could earn no money. So it really just depends on who you are. Okay, so determine the after-tax income for each job offer. Use the following information. The U.S. government deducts Social Security. Oh, you guys, be prepared. I mean, I know a lot of you have jobs, so it doesn't quite matter, but you're not going to like tax very much after we do this. So Social Security is 6.2%. Medicare is 1.45%. We get deducted 15% of our gross income to cover federal income tax. Lucky us because we don't have any, well, actually this is federal. No state income tax. Yeah, so that's us. We have no Texas state income tax, yay. And let's go ahead and determine. So the first thing I encourage you to do is first convert all of this to decimal. So we know that 15% is 0.15. And then I'm going to add the other taxes, which is going to be 0.0145 plus 0.062. Okay, when we add those all up, we're going to end up with 0.7, yikes, 0.7735. So how are we going to figure out the gross monthly income now that we know that it's 0.7735, or I should say 77 point, this is wrong, Yeah, actually 77, do I want to do it like that? Let me make sure I added this up correctly. Let me check. 1 second. 0.15 plus 0.0145 plus 0.062. I think I know why. So this is 15% of the gross income. So that's of your like total income, not monthly. Let me see. The U.S. government deducts, because I think this is per month. So I think we need to multiply this by 12. Let me check myself here. So 0.062 plus 0.0145 equals times 12 plus 0.15. No, Kathy does not live in a state. Of the gross income. I think this should be 0.15 plus 0.0145 plus 0.062. I get 0.2265, so I don't know where the manual is getting 0.7735. So let's check this out. Well, let's see if we can figure out how they got 77%, because 77% is really, oh, I'm such a dumbo. Of course, so it is correct. It's correct because this, we don't need to multiply by the 12. They are doing it per year. But this adds up to be 0.2265, 0.2265. So you have two ways you can go about it, right? I could multiply my income times 0.2265 and then subtract that. Or I can just do 100%, 100, essentially 1 minus 0.225, and multiply my income by this, and I don't have to do any other work. I don't have to subtract. What this is saying is that I get to keep 77%, versus if I did it this way, I have to take away 22%. So let's go back. We're going to multiply all of these by 0.7735. Okay, cool. I was like, where? I know I'm going to, where is this number coming from? Okay, anyways. So 2417.19 is what I get after tax. This next one I get 3552.94. You go ahead and calculate the last one and tell me what you get. If you got 86750, you are correct. 86750. Good job. Oof, yikes. Okay, so we did that. So Caffey determines that he needs at least $3,000 per month in after-tax income to cover his monthly expenses. Based on this budget estimate, are there any jobs that Caffey should not take? So he needs at least $3,000 to cover his expenses. So what do we have to throw out? If you said editor, you're correct, right? It's less than 3,000, 2,400, so not the best. Another consideration in comparing jobs is the benefits each provides, such as health insurance, retirement plan, vacation time, sick leave. You may not care about this because I know for me, when I started looking for jobs, I'm like, I don't care, whatever just pays the highest. I won't look into vacation time, whatever. I just need to get the highest paying. But I realized now that I'm older that it's actually really important. If I can pour more into my retirement plan, it means I could get $1 million or something when I am 60 retiring versus maybe $200,000. That would only last me like maybe 4 years, and I need it to last for a long time. So the editor position includes 2 weeks of paid vacation and 5 sick days per year, life insurance costing $35 per month, and a fully paid retirement plan. Wow. The designer position includes 5 paid vacation days, okay, same as the other one. Oh, no, not the same. I was looking at the sick days. So way less vacation, 2 less days per year. Paid health insurance, good. Life insurance, likewise 35, and a retirement plan that costs 3% after tax income. Woo! Sales position has none of the above. And this makes sense. Usually sales positions are like you're an independent contractor. Okay, and a retirement plan costing $400 per month. Okay. So estimate the monthly cost that will be deducted from Kathy's pay for benefits. Use the following information. Kathy plans on taking 2 weeks for vacation per year. In the past, Kathy averaged 3 sick days per year, and she plans to purchase life insurance and save for, oops, it's a boy. Oops. And save for his retirement. Okay, so taking, let's see, so we need to figure out how much more we need to deduct. So taking 2 weeks of vacation and 3 sick days. So that fulfills all of these. So we're paid the complete way. So we don't have to deduct. Anything for this. So we have 10 days, and we need 10 days. So essentially this is going to be 0. So this is also going to be 0 because we're given 5 days and we're only taking 3. This is employer paid, right? Our insurance. And our life insurance is $35 per month. And our retirement plan is, it's paid, right? So then that's it. So let's see. We're going to do 35. This is monthly, so we don't need to multiply by 12 to get the yearly. So 2,417.19 minus our 35 per month is going to give us 2,382.19. Okay. I want you to try and calculate the designers. So we know that the designer one has 5 paid vacation days, and we know that Kathy wants to take his 10 full vacation days. So we're going to need to figure out how much the daily cost is going to be for him. 3 paid sick days per year, so nothing different there. Life insurance is the same as the other one, but a retirement plan that costs 3% of after-tax income. Okay, so I'm going to give you a minute to think about this, and we're going to talk about it. So this is actually pretty easy to calculate the vacation, right? Because I know that I need 5 days. And if we are told that it's 8-hour days, right? So essentially that's 40 hours per week, which of 5 days. So that's going to be 40 times his hourly $26.50 wage, which is going to be $10.60. Now we're told that this is how much vacation he needs per year. So we're going to divide this by 12 to get that monthly deduction, which is going to be $88.33. And then paid sick leave, that's not going to be a problem. He gets the 3 of the 3. He gets that health insurance. The life insurance is also 35, but the retirement is going to be 3% of this amount. So we need to take 3% of that, of 3,552.94. So go ahead and plug that in your calculator and tell me what you get. If you got 106.59, you're correct. So essentially this says I'm going to do 3,552.94, that's a monthly, minus my vacation that I'm just going to say, we're just going to essentially assume that it's collected randomly over the whole year. And so monthly, that equates to $88.53, and subtract the retirement plan. So we're left with 3,323.02. Okay, and let's see the last one. So we get no paid vacation, no sick days. We do get paid health insurance, paid life insurance, and a retirement plan, yikes, of $400 per month. So let's cut the ones that we know we don't have to care about. We don't care about health insurance, that's paid. We don't care about life insurance, that's paid. We know this one's the easy one. We don't need to do any calculations. We're taking away $400 a month. And our sick leave, so remember that Kathy says we need, what is it, 2 weeks worth, right? So let's go ahead and assume that each month has 4 weeks, right? So that would assume that there are 20 days that you're working in a month. So we're going to divide it first. So divide this monthly amount by 20 to get the daily rate. So that daily rate is going to be, let me see. Oh, oops. This should also be, I'm talking about his, oh, yeah. I'm right. Oh, I guess you could also just say 2 weeks is half of his monthly income. So let's just make it easier on ourselves and divide by 2. So that's going to equal for his vacation half a month loss, which is 1933.75. But obviously, that's not going to be like per month, right? So we're going to divide this by 12. That's just the amount I'm losing per year. And I'm figuring that out because it's 2 weeks is half of the month. So when I divide that by 12, I get 161.15. So that's the amount I'm losing per month if we assume that we just have to pay it per month. And then we also assume that we're losing 3 sick days, right? So this is where, okay, I would go forward with dividing by 20 to get the daily rate. And when I divide the daily rate, let me see, I'm going to get 386, 7 point, hold on, 386 point, no, I'm doing it wrong. 386.7.5 divided by 20 gets me a daily rate of 193. And then if I need, so that's 193 point, how much did I say? 0.375. And I need 3 of those sick days, so I'm going to multiply that by 3 times 3. And I get 5 times 3 gets me 580.125, 580.125. And then, of course, he's taking 3 sick days throughout the year. So we're just assuming he's losing $580 throughout the year. So to figure out the monthly deduction, we're going to divide that by 12. And so I have to pay $48 essentially a month, $48.34. So let's subtract all of these things. We're going to subtract, let's see, this is going to be the vacation. I'm losing 161.15. For my stays, I'm losing 48 and retirement 400. So that's going to come out to 258.01. 3258.01. Sweet. I'll let you take a moment to make sure you have that written down. Okay, so the last thing we want to ask ourselves is, now looking at everything, which job do you think Kathy should take and why? I'll give participation points here. And I'll leave this up. My last question to you all is, are there any factors that would affect the accuracy of the estimated net incomes? If yes, does this change your recommendation? Explain your reasoning. So again, I'll give points here. And feel free, if you're watching this on YouTube, to chat below. So does this change your recommendation? Hopefully you said yes, because some is paid off of commission. They could change the hourly rate. I mean, you could get a raise. There's a whole bunch of stuff. So here's what you're going to be doing for homework. So really, really similar. You're considering 2 job offers: a full-time position, permanent position that pays $55,000 annually, and a full-time contract job that pays $29 per hour. Estimate the gross annual income monthly and the after-tax monthly income for each job. Record your estimates in the job summary table 2 that I'm going to show you in just a second. But what I'm actually going to have you do is record it in PowerSchool. The contract job is self-employment, which is taxed at an additional 7.65% of gross income. Based on this, which job would you take? And based on the after-tax income, which job would you take? So gross versus after-tax, how does it change? And this is the table. So I do recommend actually that you write this down now, so that when you do put your answers into your PowerSchool, you can essentially, how do you say it? It's just a plug and chug. You don't have to do anything extra. And that's it. Thank you.